That's right, yeah. Yeah, right. I'm trying to get it on. I let him teach. I'm letting him teach. Go ahead and teach, man. Go ahead and teach. Go ahead and teach. Hey, you see what they did?
Where's your cheek, man? You know? Where's your cheek?
Y'all want to give all praise to the Most High?
First and foremost, we're going to give all honor, glory, and praise to our God, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Let me start this one over. We don't, I mean, delete this.
No, don't delete that phone, man. Don't delete that phone. No, we're going to keep that.
First and foremost, we're going to give all honor, glory, and praise to our God, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And we're out here to teach our people who they are, who their God is, and what their God commands them to do. That's what we're out here for. But we got a special guest speaker here today. And this brother over here, he brought his own mic and his own equipment to be able to get audibly heard. And we're going to allow this brother to teach you all what he knows about you, your God, and what your God commands y'all to do. Go ahead.
Choose to do whatever the fuck you want. Y'all dumb as shit. You keep talking about God this and God that. Last time I checked, every religion.
I'm going to read Proverbs 3, verse 9. It's the book of Proverbs. Chapter 3, verse 5.
Bring it out.
Trust in the Lord with all thy heart.
Come on.
And lean not unto thy own understanding.
And sometimes that's misunderstanding. That's misunderstanding. And sometimes that understanding can be... And sometimes that understanding can be slanted by inebriation. That means coming out here, getting drunk, and babbling like this clown right here. So this is what this is. This is why our people can't ever understand how to get out of the conditions that we're in. Because you stay drunk on this damn doctrine of this system that we're under. So this is what we'll end up with right here. This is your future. If you follow him, this is where you're going to end up at. You know better. You ain't gonna be no better than this right here.
End up like him.
This is a fool.
Stuck in your ways.
This is a clown.
Stubborn.
This is a clown. This is a fool.
Don't know who
Actually, what he is, he's butthurt.
No.
Because he came out here last week. And we had to show him that he knew what the hell he was talking about. So he decided to bring his little Mickey Mouse speaker out here with his little...
He mad. Can I get an amen? Cause you mad.
I'm not mad, bro.
Oh, you
I'm
like
not,
my
bro.
socks? Oh,
He came
like
out here with his little Mickey Mouse speaker and his little Disneyland mic on his dumb-ass birthday, thinking that he's going to try to shut down what God put into effect. You ain't shutting down nothing. You ain't shutting down nothing, bro. You ain't shutting down nothing. All you're going to do is you're going to run your mouth and expose everybody out here just how ignorant your ass is, man. Don't think that just because they out here laughing at you, that they not laughing at you. They understand that you're a damn fool, and you're making it a public address to make everybody know just how goddamn stupid you are. That's what you're doing. So we're going to continue to allow you to do that because we want to preserve this as a record so that when we come back again and you start this shit, we're going to play it for you. We're going to show you just how ignorant you are. Not only of who your God is and what your purpose is on this earth, but we're going to show you just how ignorant you are of just who the hell you are.
How long you did in jail, sir?
I ain't never been to jail. I worked in jail. I worked down Lawton.
You know, if
I worked down Lawton.
You know, if you was my celly, I had you washing my boxes on God.
Right?
I had you washing my boxes.
Hey man, trust me, if I was your celly, I'd have been beating your ass every day. Trust to believe that. I'd have been beating your little punk ass every day. I know so, man. Niggas like you, man, you talk shit, but you ain't gonna do nothing.
I know.
You talk a lot of shit, but you really ain't about no work, man.
Hey, y'all, I'm showing y'all.
No, I ain't get the phone. I didn't get it. I didn't have the chance to multiply. Listen. This is a dude, listen, man. This guy talk a lot of shit. It's easy to talk shit. I don't care nothing about you talking shit. That's just words, man. But your actions don't never back what you say. You call people little bitch and all that, but you can't come up here and prove that I'm a bitch. Cause you know you gonna end up down there on that goddamn hard ass concrete getting stomped the fuck out. That's just plain straight up. You gonna get stomped the fuck out. You got I'm one of these dudes, man, that grew up here. I ain't come up here not fighting. I come here beating niggas like you down, man.
None of the thrusts
straight up,
out his mouth.
Straight up.
I know.
It doesn't stop me from being able to still talk to his Bible.
I got a precept.
No, let him teach you. Let him teach you. Brother said he don't want you.
I got a precept, man. I got a precept.
If you got a question about this, bro, just ask your question, whatever it is. Man, say he don't need to talk to you, man. We good, bro. How you doing? Good.
You know you're a child of God.
You know that you're actually from the nation of Israel, right? The chosen nation of God. You know what tribe you're from? If your people came here by way of the transatlantic slave trade, you probably belong in the tribe of Judah. The head tribe. A good powerful word. They come from your God, man. Come from your God. And he's telling you who and what you are on this earth. You're the best thing on this earth, man.
Thank y'all, brothers, man.
You got it. Now, you know, the brother came over here, he wanted to know one question. He wanted to know why you were standing over here talking stupid. That's what he wanted to know. He said, told you to get out of his face, because you ain't got nothing to tell him. You know? So, anybody else out here that got a question about what we out here to do, we out here to help everybody get a, hey, how you doing, sister?
I need help.
I know that's your other nephew. Hey, go get him. Get him. I know he's been on that bottle today. Go get him. Man, go with your aunt. Go with your aunt. Go with your aunt. Hey, if you be quiet and listen, I would help you.
Hey, don't talk
about it. If you be quiet and let me help you, I'll help you. No. Your aunt came down here, man, to persevere you. That's all. To persevere you. To keep you from getting stupid, man. At the same time, there you go, auntie. Hug him up and take him away. Go on. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here, auntie. Get him up out of here, because you ain't going to stop nothing over here. You ain't stopping nothing.
What did you teach them?
We're going to teach the people out here that got an ear towards their God, that know that this country's in a bad state, that know that this country's getting ready to be attacked by Russia and China. We're going to tell you how to survive that. That's what we out. We're going to teach you how to survive that.
I got a precept.
Bring it out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 1.
Come on.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God.
See, he don't understand that he's actually standing in the house of God amongst a nation of Israel, his own people.
And be more ready to hear.
He said, be more ready to what?
Be more ready to hear.
Be more ready to hear. You got 2 ears, you'll be able to listen twice as much as you run off at your mouth.
Then to give the sacrifice of food.
Then to give the sacrifice of what?
Food.
Of a food. That's what he's doing right now.
Well, they consider
the sacrifice of a food. Now, I want somebody, I'm going to just come out of one book today. I'm going to the book of Romans that was written by a disciple Paul. And we're going to go to the first chapter. And I'm going to address it straight down. You disrespect yourself. You disrespect yourself. That's right. That's right. We don't care. We don't care. Romans 1 on down. Come on, read it.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1.
Come on.
Verse 1.
Come on.
Paul, a servant of Yahushua,
Come on.
called to be an apostle.
This was one of your forefathers, one of your foreparents, one of your four disciple prophets. Paul, bringing you the word of your God. Come on.
Separated unto the gospel of God.
Come on.
Which he had promised afore by his prophet.
God promised to send this word to you in a later time, which is now. And he's put this word in this book, your book, by his servant Paul. Go down to verse 4.
Verse 4. And he declared to be the Son of God with power, according to the Spirit of holiness,
Come on.
by the resurrection from the dead, by whom he has received grace and apprenticeship.
Last week, but today you just showed your true characteristics.
Just that one.
You sit back and let people show you who they are. They're going to show you exactly who they are. You continue to fuck with them, that's on you.
Right.
You continue to get hurt.
Verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
Stop right there. Here's what Paul wrote. He asked a question, a very important question. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? You got to understand the question he's asking is how these people today are believing that what they do is right according to God when it doesn't coincide with what God said. He's going to tell you the things that come from changing the truth of God into a lie. Read.
That's all they do.
And worship and serve the creature.
Come on.
More than the Creator. Who is blessed forever. Amen.
Come on.
For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections.
Now, when you start believing the lies that were changed from God's truth, it gives you up to being in a vile affection. A vile affection is not a good thing. It is a bad thing. It is having an unnatural affection towards something you should not have affection to at all. Read.
For this cause God gave them up to vile affection. For even their women did change the natural rule.
It ain't just the women, it's the men too. God said that when you gave up the truth of God and turned it into a lie and started living according to that lie, that the women started giving up the natural use of their created bodies for the purpose that God created them. Come on.
Neither did the women change the natural use into the which is against nature.
And everything that they do today, a lot of women today, they go against the natural nature that they were created to be coordinated with. They're out here trying to be men. They're not men, they're women. They were created to be the vessels, the carriers of life. Read.
And likewise, also the men.
And men.
Even the natural use
and men too.
Even the natural use of the woman.
Who left the natural use of a woman and did what?
Burn in their lust one toward another.
And you burn in your lust one man towards another man. That's unnatural. That's not something that God created men to do. Go ahead.
Men with men working that with which is unseemly.
God said that when it's man with man, he's doing something that is totally unseemly and unnatural in God's eyes. Read.
And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error,
and he said,
which was meat.
And he said, when you do these things, when you practice things that are according to the lie, that is contrary to the truth of God, you're doing something that is unnatural and receiving in you a recompense. Something that you should not receive. Read.
And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge.
And see, the reason why you did that is because you didn't keep God in your knowledge, in what you know. You kept something else in the place of the knowledge of God in your head. Go ahead.
God gave